Hello friends, in this tutorial I will show you how to create a plugin from scratch. And so my requirement is I have a entity called as payment invoice. If you go here you will find invoice header. So invoice header is an entity in CRM, and I have another entity. If you click new, then you will find a subgrid here at this section. So invoice details and another is invoice header. So invoice header and invoice details are two entities, whether the relationship is 1:n. So my requirement is when an invoice header is created in the system by a user, then according to the terms, there will be that much lines in the invoice details entity. So once the record invoice record is created, the invoice detail lines will be created in this subgrid. Now, without wasting time, let's go to Visual Studio and create new project. You can direct click here, new project. The GNU plugin is nothing but a class library output. So create a new project of type class library. So we have to select the class library as an option from the project dialog. Go to Windows and select class library and give a name, generate invoice details. Okay, okay. Don't add to source control. Create directory for solution. Press OK. So the project will be loaded. Now we have to go to the class file and rename the class file as generate invoice, and rename this file generate invoice details. Now the next thing is add references. We have to add two assemblies. Go to browse. Of course, the assemblies are present in the CRM SDK. So browse the CRM SDK folder that you have downloaded. I have downloaded in desktop, and if I'll go to CRM SDK folder, this is the SDK folder, and go to bin, then I will find two assemblies, that is XRM SDK, then SDK proxy. So then add the namespace using Microsoft.xrm.gk using Microsoft.crm.gk.crm. So share Microsoft XRM SDK for the time being. Keep it. Then implement a interface iPlugin. Implement the interface. Execute is the method which has to be implemented. Now first first generate instantiate the context iPlugin execution context. Service provider dot get service type of. So the context is the variable which contains all the input parameters and output parameters, and we will have to define the service organization service service factory equal to I organization service factory and service provider dot get service type of my organization service factory. And the next thing is I organization service to I organization service, then service factory dot get organization service context dot user ID. Now we have organization service and context object. Now you have to check if the context is an entity type. Then if context dot parameter dot contains target and context dot input parameters target is entity, then go inside. Now check if now capture the entity object entity and start it. It's a parameter collection, so you can do this. Now check if the entity dot physical name not equal to not equal to new underscore invoice invoice, then that means the plugin will run only if the entity is new underscore invoice. Then capture the the terms and the amount and the day passed from the invoice entity. Now let's say decimal amount equal to its dot attributes amount. This is a type of money attribute, so we should take the value like this. We have terms, then we have pay day, that is invoice date. Now I have captured these three fields that are passed to the plugin through the context. Now we will create the payment invoice details. So we loop through these terms, okay, then get new entity invoice details equal to new entity article name, new underscore invoice details, then invoice details, new underscore installment amount equal to new money, then the actual amount divided by terms. It should be this one. Then service dot create. Now the plugin is created. So in this section we have captured the data passed from that entity, and here we are looking through to create the number of invoice details according to the terms. Now build this plugin. Before that, generate the sign-in key. Go to sign in. Then sign in is new invoice key. Save it. Build. Let's go to properties. Then change the applications to 4.5. Okay, this assembly I have referenced the latest one. So do one thing for the time. Remove this assemblies. And reference, and go to stop. So 1 second, let me check what is that. Let's take the details from here. So this is the 2011 version assembly I'm uh, checking. This is the one. Then XRM SDK. This one. Okay. Open this. Try to again rebuild the project. As I have told you, this requires a runtime serialization assembly. Then add another reference. Go to .NET. Select system.runtime serialization. Again rebuild. Now rebuild is success. Now open the folder and go to the bin and debug. So now copy the folder out folder from here, then go to the registration tool and register new assembly. So select this location and open the location that you have copied. Point to the class file DLL. And load the assembly. Now this file is loaded. Now select database. Then now the assembly is registered. Now go here and add a new step. Write down the message is create. Primary entity is new underscore invoice. Reload the organization before doing this because the new entity is not showing here, so we have to reload this. Go to here, then register new step, create new underscore invoice, then run as calling user. Then the post operation, then synchronous server register new step. Now we have registered this step. Now we have to go to the CRM to check if the plugin runs accordingly or not. So this is our record. Go to shells. It's very slow. Okay. Now go to invoice header. Now click new. So once you will create a new invoice, the plugin should run as we have registered in create message. Now this is create form. Now create invoice and then shop queue. Now suppose before suppose 12 invoice date 1. Once you save it, then the plugin should run. If there is any error, it will throw exception. Otherwise, the lines will be created here in this subgrid. Yes, there is a problem. Unexpected exception from plugin. Generate invoice system exception rule. Entity with name new invoice. Yes, the entity name is wrong. So go to the plugin again. We have done some typo mistake. So change this invoice invoice details. Now save it. Then publish. Again rebuild. Build progress, and now the build is succeeded. I have to go again to the plugin installation tool and I will update the plugin. Update. Again select the assembly from that location. Load the assembly, select this assembly. The problem in that button. One second, we'll do some workaround. So we have updated the plugin again. Now we will go to the form again and we will try to save the record again to understand if the invoice lines are getting created. So I'm refreshing the window again. It's very slow. That's why the windows are not moving. The windows are not moving correctly. Let's create name again. Not 54 suppose. Well, inverse code 1. Now if you save it, it should run the plugin. Here we will find the loader saving the record. And in this subfield, the record should be displayed. If there is any error, then it will throw you the error. The new invoice details is not found. That means we are giving the entity name wrong. Now go to the settings to check what is the entity name. Go to solutions. Okay. So this is how you can troubleshoot your plugin if there is any error. So open the solution that I have created. Now expand the entity section. See, the name is new underscore invoice detail. Now I am doing wrong here, so I have to change the name again in Visual Studio and plugin code. So this there is no S at the last of this entity name. So remove S. So expand this for double check. Invoice date and new underscore invoice date and new underscore installment amount. And another is invoice ID underscore invoice ID. This is the lookup that we have to set, otherwise the subfield will be blank. Entity reference. ID. Again rebuild this. Now again go to registration tool. Again click update. Update. Load the server. It's registered now. Go back to the form. Go to the invoice header. Sales. Invoice header. Now create new. Google Map here. Good. When you save it, the plugin should work this time, and this upgrade will show the records, 12 records. It should show here. Now here you will find loading records because the 12 payment lines has been created for invoice details. So all the records are generated here and shown here. So if you press this arrow, then you will find all the records with the invoice dates. So thank you for your patience because my system is damn slow, so that's why this is very time consuming. So thank you for your time and hope it helped you a lot. So you can build your plugins according to your need. So thank you again. See you later. And of course, this is my shopchip.com website page, which you can subscribe for more articles related to development standpoints. Thank you again.